Hello and welcome. As you know, if you've been around this channel for a while, every year I do something for Advent. Now, there's 4 weeks to Advent, and this year it starts December 3rd, and I'm doing this for a reason. 1, because I have a lot to talk about. 2, because I think, well, the time to focus should be coming soon. Hey. It's all right. You're fine. And there's a lot of new beginnings, which comes with hope, and gosh knows we all needed it, but there's also a lot of stress with new beginnings, so we're working on that right now. So let's start with the basics. Every year at Advent, not only do I do the religious stuff because I do have faith, and not only do I focus on things like hope, peace, joy, and love, but I also have a way of counting down. And each year, or each day for 25 days, I give myself a little bit of a treat. And after the 1.5 years I've had, homelessness and fire and sexual assault and all that other good stuff, hope, peace, joy, and love sometimes were really hard to come by. Also, I recently adopted a rescue cat named Catus Maximus. That's his legal name. And he too is getting a special calendar to welcome him home after he's had years and years of being a stray or in a cage. And even when he's full of beans and a bit of a brat, I love him to bits. So I'm gonna offer him a little bit of this. Hi, Bubba. When you're done scratching up my ottoman, I've got a present for you. Would you like to try? And so each day, we're gonna start with number 1, and I'm gonna offer him the chance. Here, Bubba. I've got, do you want a special treat? Just for Advent? I'm so sorry for the weird angles. I am working on this. So he's going to be getting it's December 1st somewhere, the first day of the countdown to Christmas, and Mr. Bub is getting a special treat. These are salmon and dry seaweed, which is not my cup of tea, but if he likes it, who am I to judge? Come here, Catus. Come here, honey. Got a present for you. You want to try? Come here. Mr. Sir, here's to hope. Yep, here you go. And he's been having a bit of a rough day because of the fact that he's still getting used to being in a home and getting used to me. And let's be honest, I can sometimes be a difficult roommate. Poor guy. So, well, he's here. I'm just going to make sure he knows that he's loved and spoil him absolutely rotten and welcome him home and look forward with hope to peace, joy, and love. And also work on learning how to handle things, including what you do when your cat's collar comes off. And he has a bit of a feisty personality. So I think I'm going to a picture day with him on Saturday to get his pet picture done with Santa, because I think that he could use tradition as well as stability. So I'll let the experts from his shelter who are going to be there help me out here. He sometimes has his moments. He can be very sweet and cuddly. He can be very purry. He can love to nudge you with his head, and sometimes he can be frustrating as HE double hockey sticks, especially when he decides to wake you up early in the morning because he saw a deer at the window by licking your ear, which is a sensation that I think I might end up having to get used to. Did you like that? And while he won't be joining me for this video, I'm sure that he'll join me in other videos. And that is fine because, listen, he's had it rough. He deserves to have all the love and to know that he is going to be just fine and he doesn't have to be on for anyone, etc., etc. And I know that over the last year and a half, there have been times where I felt like I had to be on, I had to be able to quickly adjust behavior or follow rules that changed at any given second or were just made up on the spot. A lot of moving goalposts, a lot of people that kept moving around, which means stability was difficult. So I'm hoping to provide that for me, provide that for him, and learn how to handle being in a home again as opposed to having been in a shelter myself. It can get a bit difficult. So have a blessed month. Happy first Christmas coming up. Prepare for a spoiling. And you are gonna be awesome. So one thing that I am recommending right now, if you have a pet, you can write a letter to Chewy Claus. I will post a link in the comments, and they will give 1 pound of food for a cat, a dog, a lizard, a mongoose, whatever you have, I guess. Or you can defer your sweepstakes entry and give 2 pounds. So look for that. This is Caddis's letter. I'm doing my best that it can actually be read. That will also be in the link. Nothing really personal, just a bit of stuff. Second, if you can, I really, really want you to offer a little bit of love and hope and all that other good stuff to a human being in a shelter. So I'm also going to I'm also going to be posting a link to the Buffalo City Mission and the ladies at Cornerstone Manor, who were fantastic and wonderful, even if things weren't always that easy. And even if sometimes chaos or, let's be honest, bureaucracy got in the way, there were really great people 100% of the way. So both staff and clients, and I want everyone to know that they're loved. So links in the description, and if you can and you have an extra pound or whatever of anything, try this year to give both human and animal food. Also support the Epilepsy Foundation, their ongoing fight to find a cure to epilepsy in its 40,000 plus separate forms under this umbrella. And above all, please help yourself, love yourself, give yourself kindness, and have a blessed week of hope. We'll catch you on the flip side. You want to say bye-bye? I think you fell asleep. So anyway, he's going to be sleeping under the couch apparently. Not my favorite place, but I've slept in worse places. And he was just being active and a little bit wild, so I think he's gonna be okay. He's just having it rough, and it's been somewhat of a weird adjustment period, but it's only been about 2 weeks, and we've got the feel away going on, and trying my best to be extremely patient, but at the same time wondering, am I gonna be able to sleep past 4 a.m. anytime soon? Why does it feel like I'm handling an 8-pound extremely fuzzy infant? I mean, I know I'm a Polish heritage, but that's just ridiculous. And also, I am aware that he is actually a cat and an apex predator and not actually a baby, but he's my baby in a way. And I'm finally learning I had a cat in my infancy, but I really didn't do all of the massive chores like I do now, you know. Like realizing that this teeny tiny fuzzy little creature who really seems to enjoy fish paste and chicken paste and tuna and his regular cat food is now invading your bathroom, and it is, I thank the good Lord for the Tidy Cat Breeze litter system. It is a lifesaver. Thank you. And so just help out humans, animals, yourself. Give kindness, give love, and above all, give yourself hope. And if you need help, definitely speak to an expert, but also remember to actually keep speaking out, speaking up, and send a hi, just in case sometimes, because sometimes humans are going through some really complex-ish. All right, this is long. You're probably sick to death of me or have clicked off by now. But you are loved. Good night.